"Remove that medal, sir. This is a courtroom, not a parade." Gasps echoed through the room as all eyes turned toward the man standing in the witness box. Retired Master Sergeant Daniel Briggs, posture perfect even at 64, stood still, the sunlight from the courtroom window glinting off the Medal of Honor pinned to his chest. He had worn it, not for attention, but out of loyalty. The trial wasn't about him, but about a young Marine being court-martialed for refusing an unethical order. Daniel had shown up to testify on his behalf. He wasn't just a witness, he was a symbol of honor. But the judge, a sharply dressed woman in her 40s, with steely eyes and an unmistakable air of authority, wasn't having it. "Mr. Briggs, this court is neutral. We cannot allow symbolic clothing that may influence the jury." Daniel's jaw tightened. "Ma'am, with respect, this medal isn't a decoration. It's a record of lives saved and blood spilled. I didn't put it on to sway anyone. I put it on because I gave everything to earn it." The judge didn't blink. "If you refuse, I'll hold you in contempt." Whispers rippled through the gallery. Among them sat reporters, fellow veterans, and the accused Marine's tearful mother. Even the prosecution shifted awkwardly. But Daniel didn't move. He slowly reached up, touched the medal once, then lowered his hand. "I won't remove it," he said, voice steady. "And if that ends my testimony, so be it. But history will remember why." The silence that followed was electric. The judge's gavel slammed once. "You're dismissed, Mr. Briggs." He nodded once, stepped down, and began walking toward the exit. And then, everything changed. The courtroom door burst open. A high-ranking officer strode in, flanked by two JAG officers. The room stood still as he handed a sealed document to the bailiff. The judge read it silently, her face slowly paling. The officer turned toward the room. "This court is now under federal review. Any action taken against this Medal of Honor recipient will be grounds for judicial investigation." Murmurs rose, louder now. Some stood, a few clapped before being shushed. The judge looked shaken. "Who authorized this?" The officer replied calmly, "The Secretary of Defense." Daniel stood near the door, silent but unbowed. He wasn't angry, he wasn't smug, he was simply right. The judge, realizing the magnitude of her mistake, turned back to the bench. "Court is adjourned for the day." But it was already too late. By the time Daniel stepped outside, reporters were waiting. His refusal to remove the medal was trending. Veterans groups released statements. Politicians weighed in. And within 48 hours, the judge was placed on administrative leave, pending formal investigation. It wasn't just about a courtroom. It was about respect. Respect for sacrifice, respect for honor, respect for those who gave more than their share. The accused Marine, acquitted, not just because of Daniel's intended testimony, but because his presence alone reminded the jury that duty sometimes means defiance. A week later, Daniel appeared on national television. When asked why he stood his ground, he answered simply, "Because that medal doesn't belong to me. It belongs to the men I couldn't bring home. I wear it for them. And no courtroom, no judge, and no law will ever make me take it off." And sometimes the most powerful thing a man can do is stand still and refuse to be silenced. Before we end this story, let us know in the comment, where are you watching from? If this story touched you, subscribe to the channel and hit that like button, and drop a comma in the comments below.